Uh, what needs to happen in your life and eating habits to upgrade the quality of fuel in you're putting into your body?
What needs to happen in my life is, let's see, what would you say, about 9 months duct taped to a bed or a wheelchair?
At least stop falling down on things.
That's, basically, I'll give myself enough time to where I can completely physically heal. Because that has a lot to do with my mental stuff. Is when I hurt, I know I'm kind of an ass at times when I hurt. And the other thing is for me to feel like I'm being allowed to rest. Ever since we moved in here, I've rested more here after an injury than I ever have. I think I went through a pole barn roof and went back to work the next day.
Same day. You finished the shift out.
We finished the job, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's one thing. If I wish I could tell Social Security is it's not that I don't want to work. It's just what I'm capable of doing right now, I can't. And it would literally take probably 6 months, 9 months to a year of me not doing a damn thing before I could feel even close to 100%. Granted, I get to a point my joints, certain joints will ache, but overall I feel pretty good. But it would take, put it this way, if I won $145 million that's on Powerball, after all the doctor's visits, dentist visits, eye visits,
you kidding?
I might have maybe
35 cents?
enough for a trip to McDonald's dollar menu. The other thing is for me not to stress. When I'm down like this, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And I push myself and I push myself. And I can't do that no more. Because I'll be stuck in a wheelchair by the time I'm 35.
Question for you. What about the fuel that you're putting in?
Mountain Dew! And drink of Bible studies.
Oh, seriousness, what about it?
I feel like what I do eat when I eat is generally pretty healthy. Granted, there's some things that I could cut out. Like I could cut out the extra butter on my waffles in the morning. Stuff like that. But I'm still at that age that if I stay fairly active, I don't gain a hell of a lot of weight real quick. I used to go through 2 or 3 Monster Energy drinks in a day, and people would ask me how come I don't gain the weight, and it's because I'm buzzing around like a butterfly or
bee or something.
A bee in the middle of summer when I'm on those energy drinks because I'm actually getting stuff done and I'm working.
Well, I would say for me is I've caught myself not drinking all the water I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to have 64 ounces a day, and and I don't do as much as I should. There's a certain amount of veggies, a certain amount of fruit, and it's really weird as I love them, but lately I have a hard time eating them. I feel like I'm having to choke them down. And getting to the gym type of thing. Right now we have a car problem, and so we have to walk until our car comes back. It's sick. It's in the car hospital. So,
did you guys sign a DNR on it?
No, unfortunately the DNR won't when we need something to use, and that's the only thing we're considering is still paying for it.
Okay. How you condition your body. Some benefits of having your body in proper condition is high energy, high self-esteem, higher resistance to colds and control appetite. And there was a study that showed that if you ran for 10 minutes 3 times a week, it releases a hormone that gets rid of depression. Now here's the real question. So why is it so hard to condition our bodies on a regular basis? According to this, it's just eat the right stuff and go exercise for 10 minutes 3 times a week. Why is that so hard? Any suggestions?
These days we're in such a rush lifestyle. As long as I can remember, things have been getting more and more rushed ever since I was a kid. We're down to people can't wait for a phone call. They got to have a phone on their hip or even their ear, for that matter, just if they're going to step out of the house for 10 minutes. For example, I just heard what sounded like almost a crash out there because probably somebody was going too fast or tailgating. It's just, it's a hustle here, hustle there, and never seems to be any time in between to take care of our person.
I'll just word it like this: in today's time frame, people, they just don't give a rat's ass. In all seriousness. Back in the 70s and 80s, even, there was a family dinner. The TV wasn't on. If the phone rang, it rang. People would talk about how their day was. Nowadays, it's gotten to the point where even fast food is trying to figure out new ways to shave 2 seconds off their drive-thru time. When I worked for McDonald's last year, we were doing a study to see that if we had the ice already in the cups, if that would save 2 seconds on drive-thru times. I mean, 2 frickin' seconds. I mean, as it is, to even do a Bible study, our lives, there's 4 of us that attend this on a regular basis. Our lives have been so frickin' chaotic, we've missed, 7 weeks?
No. 2.
2?
2.
It seems longer.
Okay. 2 to 3, I'll say that. And it's just, we need to slow down. The attitude that I try and have is if I don't get something done today, oh well, it can get done tomorrow. Because that's how I was raised. I was raised by a couple of 1920s people. That, after a certain time at night, you shut the phone off, you shut the TV off, you spend it with your family. But now, with laptop computers, cell phones, 280 freaking channels on DirecTV, and we don't even have them all. Movie theaters, baseball games.
Well, he's got a, I don't mean to cut you off this, but he's got a point. Like, even with movie theaters, they try to shave off time by allowing you to buy your tickets online before you even go to the movie theater. Everybody's so worried about how long it's going to take to get from here to there, or how long it's going to even take for a meal to be done. Like, even minute rice now you can do in the microwave. A minute's not even fast enough. It's just, I don't believe that this is how God intended for our lives to be ran. For us to be hustling, bustling, stressing, worrying,